Hey guys, Mike Wood here from ViperSharp. I had some questions about the Ferro Rod and how to use that, and so I wanted to just do a video and show that here. So I've actually got one with the wood handle. I've got one a friend of mine made here with the antler handle, and so I just want to show you a little bit of how to use that. So I've got a few different materials here that we'll go through, and then we've got some natural material. We'll take the this old wood, this old dead tree here. We'll use some sagebrush. We've got grass. We've got a lot of options. We've got some dryer lint, and we have cotton with saturated with a little bit of bacon grease, cotton by itself, steel wool, and then I'll show you how to use stone. If you've got a sharp piece of stone, ceramic, flint, novaculite like this, glass, a seashell, or the edge of a sharp edge on your knife spine, and you can throw a spark. So let's throw some sparks and make some fire, shall we? So the ground's pretty wet. We're in February here with the recent snow, and so I'm not really worried about fire going anywhere, but we'll be able to demonstrate real well. Some of this material might be a little wet, so we'll see what we can do there. But of course, if you're looking to start a fire with steel or with a ferro rod, or flint and steel, if you were to do that, which this is different for those who don't know, you want to have your kindling and tinder and you know, all your fire materials prepared and ready. So that's got to be done ahead of time. So if we were really wanting to build a fire, then we're going to have all of those materials sitting available here for us. So once we get things started, we can easily add to it. Okay, so we'll do a little bit here, and of course a good sharp knife will help. If you've got a knife that you can make a feather stick or something like that, just to help with preparations, it's nice to have that. Cutting tinder or whatever you need there. So we're going to use just the things we have around us. We've actually got some sagebrush here that's a little bit wet from recent snow. Alright, so how do you use a ferro rod? Well, the handle is going to be helpful to hold on to it. You want your sharp object. In this case, we're using a piece of novaculite stone, hard novaculite, and we're not striking. You don't strike against a ferro rod. You want to just push it down hard, the sharpest edge you can find, push down hard on the ferro rod, and then slide it across the length of the rod, and that'll throw your spark. Okay. Now, in some situations, it might be better to pull the rod away like that. So if we throw it and we have a nest down here that we're concerned about, it might mess that up and throw it and throw our nest away. So here we have just regular cotton with nothing added to it, and we can throw a spark at it, and we've got our fire started. And then, like I say, if you've got your pieces ready, then you can continue building your fire, and you can get some warmth. Okay. So quick and easy. I like to carry this with me. I have that in my pocket almost every day. That's my EDC. I love to have a ferro rod with me. Even this short little stubby one is going to throw sparks. Now the black has got to be scraped off, so you're going to scrape that coating off first, and then once you've got silver, then you'll be able to start throwing sparks. Okay? And like I said, if you've got a nice, let's pushing my knife into the ground. If you've got a nice sharp spine on your knife, that'll throw a spark too. Whoops. There's my bacon grease saturated. Oh, we got that one too. So there's your, and we got this one going. Doesn't take much, guys. It really doesn't take much. So every bit of that is going to go right up and catch fire real fast, and then you got your fire going. I don't even have to throw it in there. I've already got flames in there. So steel wool, dryer lint, the cotton, all of those things work real well. If you are out in the wilderness and you have the ferro rod with you, you've got a nice knife or a piece of glass or stone that you can throw a spark with, but you don't have something to throw it into, then you got to make a nest. And so there you're going to get a little more of a challenge. We might want to take some old bark and try that. That bark is feeling a little damp to me. So you want to get the driest material you can. Preferably get inside of the tree, inside of the bark, and then throw some sparks in it. And you may need to throw several sparks. If you're trying hard to get a fire started with something like that and you're not getting it, then you need to make that material more fine and more dry. So again, go to the tree. I want to just put a little commentary in here as we finalize this video. It is definitely a lot more difficult to use natural materials that are not dry or prepared. So it's something where if you are, if you've learned some of these skills and you're in nature and you've got wet materials, perhaps recent snow or rain or something, you've got to get down into something that's dry if you're going to start a fire. Sometimes you can use clothing, lint from your pocket, lint from a sock. It doesn't have to be much, as long as you can get something to catch and create a little bit of a flame. Even that small amount, that little nest there of bark will then warm up enough, if it's, as long as it's not completely saturated, and will often begin your fire for you. I did not take the time here to demonstrate this. Maybe in a future video I'll do that. I threw a few sparks at this cold, fairly wet bark, and did not get it starting here, but put it in your pocket, dry it, warm it up a bit, carry it around with you, and then perhaps you can get a better fire started.